If you're here, you're probably wondering how to be a connector on Career Connect, and that's what we're going to talk about today. I think firstly, it's really important to discern the difference between a connector and a mentor on Career Connect. So a mentor is more so a guide for LGBTQ+ students on Career Connect. You have a lot of individual one-on-one chats and you guide them through their professional lives and also as just general support. A connector is somebody who doesn't really want to be a mentor on Career Connect, but wants to help provide resources for students on the platform. So if mentorship feels like too much of a time constraint for you, but you still really want to contribute, watch this video. So first, if you are interacting with students on the platform, just make sure to introduce yourself and state your pronouns. You can introduce yourself as a connector and say that you're there for any resources, any tips and tools. You can tell them what you specifically are bringing to the platform, whether that's resume building, network tips, etc. And you can also ask them about their interests and hobbies and see if you have anything that pertains to that too. That kind of segues into my second point, which is to encourage the students that you're working with to ask questions. You'll be able to better support them and provide resources if they ask questions that pertain to their specific needs. This makes it easier for you and easier for your mentee to get the resources that they need. Even though you're a connector, so you're not really working one-on-one with students very much, I still encourage you to be an active listener to anyone that does connect with you on the platform. As a connector, you can respond with both compassion and advice. And different from a mentor, you might be more inclined to provide them with resources going forward that they can use to tackle the obstacles that they're experiencing. To my next point. So we know that connections on this platform are designed to support specifically LGBTQ+ young people. So I encourage you to be mindful that the students you're working with might be interested in how this is going to affect their job search, or for example, how their identities might affect their career development processes. So this means do some preliminary research. For example, you're helping a student with their resume and they want to make sure that their pronouns are listed on the document. Provide your own advice or do some research on how this can best be executed. For example, a student might want to talk about their identity with a potential employer, but they're not really sure how to go about it. Doing some research on this might make you more equipped to provide them with the resources that they need. One really cool thing about being a connector on Career Connect is that there's no really set time that you need to dedicate to the platform. You can use the platform as you please, but when you're on there, I encourage you to provide some resources for people on the platform to use. It might pertain to your specific job, or maybe it's just something that you came across that you feel like can be really helpful. Whether that's documents on resume building, networking, or maybe you have a really cool webinar that you want to invite students to, and you can spread that link around on the platform. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in being a mentor, I encourage you to watch my video on mentorship, especially if you're interested more in one-on-one connections with students on the platform. And those are the tips I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I encourage you to hop on Career Connect today and see what you can do for young people on the platform.